at least 100K in California, that's hard. I wouldn't survive living there. That's what I'm saying. Like at least, right? 100K in California, that's the only way you're doing single income.
You have to be dual income in California if you're not going to be by yourself making 100K.
Yeah.
Which means, so it's like a lot of households are clearing 100K to survive here.
Right.
And be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But if one person wants to stay home, that $70,000 income needs to make up at least 30,000 of the wife's income to really pull it off. I would say that's fair for sure.
Yeah. I would say 100K doesn't even get you into a house in Southern California.
No. 100K is a slow debt paying off journey, and your wife can stay home.
Yeah. I think because you got to think, what is the average like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Southern California right now?
It's like 2,800.
2,800. So 100K is only $8K a month, $8,300 a month.
Yeah, and that's
before taxes.
That's before taxes.
So how much is taxes?
So after tax, it's going to be
7,500, 7,000.
No, it's going to be closer to 68.
So 68. A 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom is how much? 28.
Yeah.
Okay, so half is going just to your rent. So out the rip, half of your rent. So if you make 100K in San Diego, half is going to your rent.
A little bit less than half, but pretty much half.
Yeah, off the rip. That's a crazy amount.
Yeah.
That's a crazy amount.
Yeah.
I think it's bad. It's worse over in China. Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't even a high number. Like, I think I know most people pay more than that in rent.
Yeah, someone said the average house price to buy right now is $340. Yeah, and I mean, in Southern California, I'd say the average house price is about $800, $900. Yeah, about $800, $900. We live in Canada, but we make over 100K and live in a broken down house from the 40s. If we wanted a new home, we need to clear 150K. Yeah. Someone like there needs to be an answer, and I know the answer to that. The answer to that is like deregulate building and environmental nonsense and help people build more houses.
That is crazy.
That's the
regulations.
Answer. Yeah. The issue with that is that both sides are in bed against that because on the right, people don't want their house values to go down. Because if there's all of a sudden 50,000 houses that get built in Southern California, those who already own houses, their house prices are going to go down or at least stabilize.
Yeah. When they cleared the ADU thing in 2020 or 2021, where it was really easy to build ADUs in San Diego or Southern California, my parents' old neighborhood went crazy.
Really? The Occupy Till I Come 60-day devotional is back in stock. This is taking you through the entire narrative of the scriptures in 60 days with custom daily devotional prompts. So what you're doing is you're spending 35 days in the Old Testament, 25 days in the New Testament, going over all the major stories. There's additional reading for you to go deeper if you want to go deeper on the stories. And you can get them right now bundled up with a virtual ticket to our Bless God Summit. Bless God Summit is coming up March 27th, 28th, 29th in beautiful Southern California. My favorite podcasters, apologists, pastors, preachers, entrepreneurs, all in the same room. Day 1, we're talking about apologetics. Day 2, we're talking about virtue. Day 3, we're going out into the marketplace and being the hands and feet of Jesus. This is going to be a wonderful event. And what you could do is you could actually get the devotional bundled with the virtual ticket for only $65. So go to blessgodshop.com, get yourself a 60-day devotional. I promise you the feedback on these has been crazy. You will love it. Designed by my guy, Josh Nadeau from Sword and Pencil. The beautiful artwork, okay? So go to blessgod.shop, get yours now, okay? Mean the world to me.
And it was like the worst version of it, right? Where it's like, oh, we should deregulate building on your own property. And I'm like, I'm all for that. And then the neighbor that has a backyard your size builds a 2-story back house that is like colliding with the apartment condos next door.
That's
it's
crazy.
Like insane. And I was like, dang, people really went crazy, built second houses.
And I don't know if that really lowered the cost of living or even stabilized it.
Because they're probably just charging someone $3,000 a month to live in the back house.
Right. Are jobs not paying more in California to be able to cover the cost of living? Not when you factor in the cost of housing. Meaning that if you're in Southern California, and just say whatever average cost house is in America, someone said 400K. Let's just call it 400K. It's gonna be double in Southern California. It's gonna be 800K. That you don't make double in Southern California.
All the insurance companies are trying to pull out of California, so then you're paying lots of money in insurance just to cover your house.
Yeah, so you don't make double, meaning that so say it's a video editor job.
Oh, that's
So
a great point.
you make 60K a year as a video editor. You make, I don't know, 60K a year as a teacher, right? What does a teacher make? 50K, 60K? You're not going to make double that just because you're in San Diego or in LA. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You might make more.
You might make a little bit more, 20% more,
the market,
but not at a rate that like, oh, now it balances out.
Exactly.
It's not how it works. So again, someone needs to have a better story for that. Someone needs to have a better answer for that. You know, I just wouldn't live in California. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. A lot of people leave California. Yeah, a lot of people leave California. I think the tricky part is when all your family's here, your church is here, your community's here. Everybody got the luxury to just be like, well, I'm just going to move. Even moving could be.
Everyone thinks that Californians are the most transient people in the world.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they moved to California because they just wanted to live a beach life and be liberal. Right. And then they decided they didn't like that. So they moved to my awesome state and you get out of here. It's like, no, there's some people that have been in like especially Southern California California in general is made up of like a couple different demographics, right? There's the super liberal transient people. And I would say they're mostly transient, right? They weren't born here lifelong. No. The ones that are born here lifelong are usually a little bit more centrist or even right-leaning. Then there's the people that come from military families or that move here for military reasons. So then you actually have a really conservative population.
San Diego specifically is like that. Yeah.
Yep. My family is in San Diego because of military 3 generations ago. And my wife's family, same thing. So we're both but that's like that's a breeding ground for very conservative families in general. And so we've just been here my family's been here for generations.
Yeah. Assuming that everyone in California is a blue-haired liberal shows you've never been to California.
Exactly.
Remove remove LA and San Francisco, and the rest of the state is like the rest of the country.
I am to California, to San Diego, what the Polynesians are to Hawaii.
You're dumb.
I'm getting priced out of my homeland.
So, when you factor in
canceled
Orange County, San Diego, Inland Empire, you have a lot more conservative areas. And it sucks because the state politics disproportionately affect people in poor areas. And they end up having we just end up having nasty state stuff that we don't like.
Yeah.
But our actual county, like my mayor is very conservative. Like the mayor in Vista is very conservative.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Encinitas more conservative now.
Super.
You know what I mean? And so it's just a messy, weird situation. But I think ultimately, there's a shot that California could flip red after these fires. I'm hopeful. The Occupy Till I Come 60-day devotional is back in stock. This is taking you through the entire narrative of the scriptures in 60 days with custom daily devotional prompts. So what you're doing is you're spending 35 days in the Old Testament, 25 days in the New Testament. You can get them right now bundled up with a virtual ticket to our Blessed God Summit, March 27th, 28th, 29th in beautiful Southern California. My favorite podcasters, apologists, pastors, preachers, entrepreneurs, all in the same room. You could actually get the devotional bundled with the virtual ticket for only $65. Go to blessgod.shop. Get yours now, okay? Mean the world to me.